In our previous tutorial, we learned on how to create, edit, and delete users. We saw how we can update details into the database. In the tutorial, I want us to move to the next module, whereby we are going to create customers. So the one we were creating were users, or rather admins, but now we want to create the customers. So in this one, we are going to use a different controller, different model, and a different table. Okay, without wasting time, let's dive in to our sidebar. That is where we are going to create another. So let me just show you. We have users, so I want us to have customers down here. Okay, or rather we are going to change this user. Let's just call them users, and I think the best name should be admin, administrators, and then we have customers down there, or we call them staff. Okay, so let's go to our layout. We go to sidebar, so we go where we've indicated this, and then we call this one staff. Okay, then staff users, I think that is the best, staff users, and then we save that. Then we copy this. We need to copy this the way it is, and then we are going to use that to create. Let me just type. That one is going to be a bit faster. So we create a new nav item which is new nav item, and our nav item, we are going to create customers. Okay, so let me call it customers, like that. And then we are going to use segment 2 as well. So we say that one to indicate whether it is active or not. Okay, so that way this is okay. So we copy this link. This, we are going to use it to create our routes successfully. So after doing that, we come to refresh this page. We will be able to see that we have a new navigation item. I think the session ended, so we need just to, okay, fine, it's working. So we have customers down here, staff users, then we have customers down there. So we are going to create in our web.php a new route. So let's call the routes as we call them customers. Okay, so we just need to comment it out for clear indication. You need always to comment your code properly, so that, so we are going to put that as admin, and let me just, we are not going to use user control as I had already said, but let me just put like this. We are going to use customers controller. So let's call it customers controller. Okay, so we put that class. We won't use this as index. Let's call it list now. This time round we can change things, and then we are going to call that one list. This is underlined because we don't have it called up here, so we can come and say so like this one, we have the dashboard controller, user controller. We can copy that and then paste it down here, but we call this one customers controller, like that. Okay, so that one is imported successfully, and we are going to create that. It is not existing, so you can see this is selling undefined customers controller. No, it is now defined. Yep, so it is, we are going to create that, don't worry. Then we are going to create the one for add. So route route.get. So we have the one for create. So let's just use the word add. That is what we used. So let's use create. Okay. So in create, okay, let's just use create, and then we use the one for store, then edit, then we have the one for update, then delete. Yeah. Okay, so we are going to create the controller called customer controller in our project. Okay, so you come put this, then you call php artisan make controller, and our controller name is called customer controller. So let me remove this one, extra one, we don't need that. So we have the customer controller, and then you enter. Okay, wait, after sometimes you see successfully, and the error is also gone, meaning that our controller is existing. So customers controller is here, brand new controller. Okay, and then after that we are going to create our database. So we have fields within this controller, we have fields. So we just leave the way it is. We are going to create our new database. Let me just put our notepad here. We see which are the fields that we will need for this. Okay, so we just need to add that. Allow me to allow me just to bring in the fields that the table fields that we will need. Okay, so now let's create our database without wasting time that we need to type first. I will just know which fields we are going to use. So we come to our pharmacy, we can refresh this one first, and then we are going to create a new table called customers. Okay, so our new table, let's wait until it refresh all of it. Okay, so we click on the new, and we start with ID. So we have ID, let's use ID. So in our ID we are going to use int, then default, we say default. Okay, just leave as none. Then we are going to use this one here as auto increment. So this is the primary. So if yours is not picking that, you ensure that you pick that as the primary key. So then we come to the second one, we type name of the customer, and then in the name we are going to use varchar 255. You make sure you put that. Then this one you put null. Okay, null, then you leave it the way it is. Then you go to the second one is phone. So we are going to use phone. So phone, we are going to use also varchar 255. Then we nullify, so we put it null. Okay, then we are going to add also email null varchar, sorry, and then let's do the same 255. Okay, so we are going to add more columns. So let's add like how many? Let's see, like around 6. Okay, yeah, we add like around 6. So we add here 5 6. So you say go. So we need also here address. You need to know the address of the customer. Address also we put as text because it may be large, so you just put text, then you leave it like that. So address, okay, email is null, address is null as well, so put it null. If you don't have it, just allow database to continue operations. Then we have doctor name. You need to plan carefully before you start creating this, because even me, I planned, so I have to refer. So you need also always to plan for this. Then we have doctor address. Okay, doctor address, we have doctor name, doctor address, then doctor name we are going to use as Vaka 255 255. Then this doctor address, let's use text null null. Okay, then we have the last but not least, no, is deleted, because we will need the soft delete, so it's deleted. We say we use this as tiny int. This one, tiny int automatically will come with 4, but you can just put it. Then is deleted we are going to use as define, so we say if not deleted is going to be 0, so 0 is the default, and you can define that here for any future user who may not know what you mean. So you can say 0 is equal to not deleted, then our 1 is equal to deleted, so they can know very well. So it's always nice to organize your work. And yeah, so of course we have the one which is at created at, then we have updated at, like that. So all these are date and time, so you select date time, like that, date time, and then yeah, so you put them null as well, null date time, null. So all these are ready. So once our database is ready, you hit on. Once it is ready, you hit on save. Okay, so save down here. Oh, sorry, the table name is not defined. So our table is called customers, like this. That is the name of our table. So you need to hit on save. Okay, so you wait, and here is our table ready to serve. So it's called customers here. If you browse, we have nothing inside. Okay, so our table is ready. So I've done the table. Now we are going to create a table model. Okay, we are going to create the table model, and our table model is created by, we simply use the same method we used, a PHP artisan make. This one we are saying make model, let's call it customer model. Okay, we are going to call it customers model. So make model customers model, we call it customers model, like that. And then you hit enter. So our model is ready here. We have the customers model, but we still have nothing inside. Okay, so what we need to do is inside the model we need to call our protected function. So we are going to use a function called, let's say, use has factory, like that. And then we say protected, so that has factory. Okay, so we are also going to add that. Let's let's fix this. Okay, so we are going to add this. Okay, no need just to put something. Let me say remove this. We are going to use this up there. Okay, so then we are going to write protected table. Also we say protected table. So we are calling our table customers. Okay, yeah, that's all. We don't need any other thing. Then we are going to I think there is some which we'll be writing later on, but not now. So we just leave it at that point. So this is our model which is ready to serve. Okay, so we can close this one for now. We can just leave it open because we will use it. Then now we want to implement add user. Okay, so we come to our, then we start by creating the list. We start by creating this list class. We come and we say public. So here is list. Okay, so public function list, then return view customers index. So we have admin customer, so we are going to create another folder in the admin folder called customers, like that. Then we are going to create our, inside that folder called customers, I want us to create a folder called add. Instead we have add, so we are going to create add.blade add.blade.php. We create another one. Let's just create these folders ready, these files ready. So we have edit.blade.php. Then we have the last one is list.blade.php. So we have those files ready as well. So let's close this one. I don't need it for now. So we have that one ready. We also have to add, there is this which we used when we were creating the users. So when you come to index here, you can see, sorry, we don't need that one. We come to index, I mean the users controller, then you copy this. Okay, let's copy this, copy that one, we copy this, then we bring it here, so we say is equal to customers list, and then we pass data here. So data is passed here, so that when we refresh the page for list, we will be able to see. So that one is now ready. So if we refresh this page, let's see, refresh this and then come to customers, I think should be working. Let me see what is the error which is being generated. The error is okay, that one is okay. And then this one, we didn't call it index, we called it list. Okay, we call it list. Let me see. Yeah, we called it list, like that. So that is the file, the view file, the blade. So of course index will not be found, but list, you can see, is found, but it is blank because we have done nothing to it. So when you come to list, we can bring in our, let's just take whatever we have in the index here, and then we copy. Let's copy everything the way it is. We close that one and then we paste it here. Okay, so what we are going to do as well is to we are going to remove everything that is on the table. Let's remove for each. We just remain with the table the way it is, and then here we have okay, we can have these ones. Customers, we don't need image for the customers, we don't need image. We need name, we need phone, we need email. Status is okay. Role, we don't need role for customers, so we're remaining with that one. Let's check what we have in the field. So we have name, phone, email, address. Yes, so we have address. So let me say email, then address. So we see address, we have address, we have doctor name, here we call it doctor's name, and then we have doctor's address. Okay, so we call doctor's address. Then we have it's deleted, created at, no, we need created at, updated as, all those, and action, all those are enough. So we need just to change here to customer list, and we come up here, we call this one, let's call this one customers, and this one also we call customer. And then yeah, so here for the ad we need to copy the address the way it is. So we have this one for create, and we bring it there. So we bring one for create here, so admin customers create URL, and this remains the same. Okay, any other thing? I think everything is now set and okay. So when you come here and refresh this page, the page is now working. So that is list for our customers. Okay, now having done that, we need to create the page for add button. So we need to just to implement the add. So this one I need to make it a bit faster because I don't want this video to be longer than it is. So let's put that one for add. So for add, we just need to come and we copy this, create, and then we are going to make that class create. Okay, so let's bring that one for create, public function create. Okay, so add new customers, then we have this create. Actually it is add, not create, so here we call it add, which we have here for the customers, and we pass the data. Okay, so when we come here, refresh this page, and we click add, it takes us to this blank page. So it is working. So what we need is simply to come to our create users, and then we copy everything the way it is, and close that one, come to add, paste it here. Okay, so what we are going to do is simply to add, we're going to leave this, add new customer. Okay, add new customer, and then what we are going to do is to we need to copy that URL, which is going to be used to post. So that is this create. So this is the one for post. You come and paste it here. So what we are going to use, you paste it there. So this one remains. We don't need this one because we will not be uploading image. So the reason why that one is not required, so let's just remove that. So CRF field, we need the name, the way it is. Last name, we don't need last name, but we can change it to something else. So we have phone, we have email. Okay, so let me just remove this one. We have to remove that, Okay, we can move this a bit. Okay, let's just move this one. Yeah, so we have not really, that is not exactly what I wanted to do. So we can put this before this. Yes, I'm just trying to make it organized because we have phone, we have email address, so we have address somewhere. So email, then this place for password, we can call it address. Okay, so let's call this address because we don't have password for the customer. So we call it address. Actually, from the database, let's check if our address is called address. So that is okay. So it is well set. And then we don't need this profile image. So that one is not required. And yeah, so we don't need this activated. Let me see. We have doctor's name. Okay. So doctor's name, we can remove this one for now because I don't think we need them. Let's just remove this one. But so we call this div form, and then we put this one as, we call this as doctor's name. Okay, so we are calling it doctor's name. Let me see, that is okay. Let's bring, copy that, copy, and then you paste it here. So we have the doctor's name successfully created. Then we have doctor's address. Okay, so we have div form group, then we have doctors, call it doctors address. Okay, doctor, let me see, we have doctor address, that is the thing. So under the name we have, sorry, we have doctor address. Okay, that is fine. So we have is deleted, that is okay. So that is okay. So this created that and updated us. So I think that one is the end of what we need for the customer up to there. And then we have the submit button. So everything for new, add new is set. Let me see what we have. So when I come here, refresh the page, and then click on add, it takes us here. So we have name, enter phone, enter email, enter doctor's name. Yeah, so we are going to put this to add the customer inserting to the database. So let's write the function, controller function, for adding this to the, so we have to write what is we are going to use to add it to the store. So we call it store. Okay, store. Oh, so it's called store. Okay, so store is going to use that. So we can dd so that we get what we have. Okay, so let's dd. Okay, we have it already here on our user controller. So you can see during store we must use this to request, very important. And that is when we are going to dd, it can work for us. So store, we put use request. Okay, so we dd request all, that one. Okay, so when we try to fill in everything, let's assume that is the customer, and we say submit, it gives us all these details that we are submitting into the database. So we have name, phone, email address, doctor's name, address. All these are the details that we need, which we are submitting into the database. Okay, so it is working fine. So now what do we need to do? So we come and start implementing this. So we can comment out that one, maybe we can use it in future, and then we start implementing writing one by one. Okay, so we come and say can use a different one. Save is equal to new save. Okay, first of all we need to call our model. Where is our model? So we have our customer model here, so we will say use model. Okay, use, where's this? I don't need this one. So use, where's our customer model, customer controller? So we say here use customers model, like that. Okay, so we say use save new customer model, like that. So let's see, we have name, we take name, and then we request from the phone. So we trim from the form, we trim. Okay, we retrim because we don't need white spaces. So we go to, we have phone, so we have customer name. Then let's come back here, we see what we have phone. Okay, so we say save phone, trim phone, then save email, trim email. Let's see what we have again, we have address. Okay, so we say save, sorry, let me close all these which are making me to so we have address, save address. Okay, this is okay. Then we have doctor name. Okay, so we have doctor name. So let's just say save, not status, doctor name, trim. Then we have doctor address, save doctor address. Okay, let me just paste the correct one. I don't want one which is going to mess me up. So then we say save. Then we are going to return redirect to our customers. We are going to return redirect to our customer. So we just call it customer. So we come here and copy our URL. It is called customers admin customers. So it is admin customers, just like that. We come and say admin customers. Okay, with success, customers added successfully. So that is the message that we are receiving, which is already indicated here. Let me see what we have. you must ensure that in the list page you have this message here. So this one is what is going to make you display. So otherwise, let's refresh this page and see customer added successfully. So that is okay. That has worked well. Thank you for watching the tutorial.